What's going on, guys? It's JZ. Welcome to my channel. So in this video I am going to talk about the curse properties for the first time in the longest time, the one that I am actually really enjoying, especially for PvP. It might not look good for you guys, but I am going to explain anyways to you why I am using those. So let's jump into them. The curse purification or purifying, here you can see I have like loads of purification shards because I normally don't bother myself with them, but now I am starting to use detested 6 pieces, which is helping me create a dark void beneath you that lasts for 6 seconds when you use a skill that cause loss of control. Enemies take 24% of your damage and every second they remain within the area. Additionally, damage dealt to enemies in the void is increased by 12%. Effect cannot occur more often than once every 30 seconds. So why I use that? Let me just show you. I'm just getting to the target dummy and trigger that. If it does, let me double check. So here we go. It didn't trigger on the boss. What about this one? Here it triggered. So you can see the radius is quite big. So imagine if you stun a player with your Tempest or any other class that have the ability to stun. So that is a loss of control there, and it is going to create the dark void on the ground, which is going to allow you to deal 12% more damage, and it can come in quite handy. And the radius is so big, imagine if it triggers on the idol itself. You just stun someone on the idol and there are some other players around as well. What it would do is it will start dealing damage to all of them, and for a couple of seconds they may have to leave the idol so that they do not take damage, or maybe if they are in critical health, then they really have to retreat. So this comes quite in handy, especially if you want to deal more damage when they are in the void area, or just to make them run away. The radius itself is quite nice and it is really easy to trigger as well, and 6 pieces in my opinion does really good. So detested right now is one of my favorite one. Do let me know which one is you guys prefer. For me, I have shared my reason for it, and also the other 2 pieces which I am using are lashed, which is your primary attack has a chance to generate 3 crackling whips that target nearby enemies and deal 24% of your damage per second over 3 seconds to any enemy that they hit. This is again a really good one. If it works nicely on, if it triggers nicely on a player, then it can leave quite a good damage out there. So this is another one which I really like. So this, in my opinion, for PvP and overall even for PvE is quite well, because if you are going to fight a horde of enemy, you just stun them and trigger this detested, then the entire horde of enemy is going to go under the effect of this detested curse property, which in my opinion is quite nice and it triggered quite often. And for challenge dungeon itself, this is really nice too. So there goes, these are the properties which I am using, and do share me yours and share your insight as well, because I would love to hear some different ideas too. And with this, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.